So, good morning, everyone. Good morning, good morning, good morning on this slightly chilly morning. It is good to see everyone here. I am Reverend Helen Wright. I'm part of your ministerial team. And I say we're so happy to see you all joining us, both in person, on Zoom, and then later on YouTube. So, welcome to Unity Las Cruces Hybrid Sunday Service Celebration, where God is good all the time, and all are welcome, safe, and loved. And so let's just begin with an opening prayer. As we breathe and just focus on our breathing, becoming fully present in this moment. We open our hearts, we open our minds to each other and to the divine, to Spirit, to God. And we open to those divine ideas, divine messages that come through when we pay attention, when we go within and listen to that still small voice. And this day and this moment, as in every moment and every day, we give thanks for the gift of grace. We give thanks for the prosperity and abundance. And we know that that was demonstrated yesterday as we were feeding our neighbors with soup and bread. And so we trust in God that today we are feeding each other and being fed by Spirit with just that perfect message, that perfect divine idea that we need to know in this moment for our spiritual growth, our spiritual evolution. And so in all of this, we say, thank you, God, and so it is. Amen. And now it's my honor to bring Reverend Jennifer with our spiritual reading for today.
Thank you, Reverend Helen. Spiritual reading for today comes from How to Let God Help You by Myrtle Fillmore, the chapter on Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving and gratitude are qualities of the soul too little understood and exercised. Heaven and earth listen and respond to the soul that is quickened into praise and thanksgiving. Praise is gratitude in action. Try it in your home. If giving thanks has in the past increased meager supply into superabundance, the thing can be done again. Alicia did it. Jesus did it. The same power is latent in you. Why not bring it forth? If you have never practiced daily thanksgiving in your home, you have left unused one of the most potent factors available to you for bringing about ideal conditions in your household.
Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you, Myrtle.
Yes, indeed.
So today our speaker with the title of Thanksgiving is Reverend Jennifer, and she will be leading us in a short meditation after her talk. And today our musicians are Doug Adamz and Barry Shaw. Thank you for being here and bringing the music into our lives. And now for some good news, and this was submitted by Donna Harris, so thank you for the good news, and it's a topic dear to my heart, which Reverend Jennifer will read.
Yes. Animals always bring good news. How animals can help develop kindness and empathy in children. Are you one stop and smile at every dog that walks by on the sidewalk? I am. In the stores. Does the sound of birds chirping give you a warm and fuzzy feeling? Scientists have long observed that humans have the innate connection to nature and other living beings, and studies suggest that interaction with our furry friends can benefit both our mental and physical health. But they may do more than just make us happy. Particularly in children, animals have the potential to increase kindness and empathy. According to the American Academy of Child and Adolescent Psychiatry, A good relationship with a pet can help in developing nonverbal communication, compassion, and empathy. In an article published by the National Geographic this month, psychologist Hilary Kleitz expounded upon the subject, humans are complex, so their behaviors can have many layers. But when kids see an animal do something, it simplifies things in a way that's more accessible. If a dog can do this, I can do this. Children often see traits in animals that they admire and want to emulate them. For example, being powerful like a lion or cute like a bunny. Seeing animals engage in positive social behaviors can encourage children to do the same. So, how animals, that's a wonderful, wonderful thing. See, it's okay if the kid wants a pony for Christmas.
So now let's just take a moment of gratitude. Gratitude for the good news and the impact of animals in our lives. And gratitude, thanksgiving for our prayer chaplaincy with Kay Brilliant and Kathy Stiles, the New Thought prayer team, Unity of Last Cruces board, social media outreach with Jane Ray, everyone who helps and donates and works behind the scenes, and in particular this Sunday, I want to give great thanks to everyone who helped yesterday with our Feed Our Neighbours, Feed the World event. So we saw lots of new talents that I didn't know that people had, some delicious recipes for the soup. And Ken was here and serving people, and in a very different role. He looked magnificent in that role of chef and server. So. But thanks to Ken, thanks to everyone who made soups. So we had some fabulous soups, thanks to Kim. Thank you to Kathy Stiles. Thank you, Jennifer's sister, Denise, who all brought soups. And then thank you to Janice, who brought lots of French bread for us and butter, and we had all sorts of things. So thank you. And everyone, if I'm missing people out, just shout out a name, because just thanks to everyone who helped set up and clean up and provide the food and welcome our guests who came to eat the soup. It was wonderful. So thanks be to everyone. And also, thank you, I say, to our musicians. Thank you for the speakers, especially today, Reverend Jennifer. Thank you for the technology, especially when it works perfectly. Our Zoom, our YouTube, our emails, and all of the work that goes on behind the scenes. And thanks be to our ministry team that we can be here in that role of sacred service. So, in this energy of gratitude, just thank you all for raising the vibrations of this universe through your prayers, affirmations, visualizations, and sacred service, and for allowing the love and light and healing to flow through you all out into the world and out into the universe. Thank you. And now it is time for our daily word reading with Dave Ading.
Thank you, Reverend Helen. Good morning, Unity friends. Today's daily word, grace. Grace blesses my life in every way. If I'm feeling overwhelmed or find myself in the midst of conflict, I don't need to struggle. Grace, the ceaseless activity of divine love, is mine to claim. This infinite resource of spirit carries me through even the most challenging circumstances. it is expressing in my life right now. I need not earn grace. It is never withheld. Just as water flows when I turn the tap, saying yes to grace is all I have to do for divine love, wisdom, and strength to flow freely to every part of my life. Centered in grace, I am at peace. My thinking is clear, and I possess ample understanding, compassion, and insight. Drawing from this divine gift, I bring harmony and joy to my relationships. I move forward with renewed confidence, energy, and efficiency. And from Scripture, 2 Corinthians 12, verse 9. He said to me, "My grace is sufficient for you, for power is made perfect in weakness." Would you help me repeat our affirmation, please? God blesses in every way. And so it is. Thank you.
Thank you, Dave. And now it is our affirmation for unity. And this week is our mission statement. So if we could again join together for our mission statement. Unity of Las Cruces welcomes and encourages all who are seeking spiritual growth through positive, practical Christianity. And welcome to our new guest this morning. Welcome. And so also now it's the time of the service where I welcome Reverend Jennifer for her message today, Thanksgiving. Thank you, Jennifer.
Thank you, Reverend Helen. Good morning. And we are getting ready for Thanksgiving, that wonderful, wonderful holiday that brings back memories or brings back horrors or who knows, right? When you get so many people together, it can be drama, and it's love. Now, of course, actually I was a little surprised to find Thanksgiving in the revealing word, but there it was. Charles covers all the bases. Thanksgiving, rendering our grateful thoughts to God for his manifold blessings. Surely goodness and loving kindness shall follow me all the days of my life. Psalms 23:6. We give thanks that this is truth. Thanksgiving will keep the heart fresh, for true thanksgiving may be likened to rain falling upon ready soil, refreshing it, increasing its productiveness. One of the things that got me thinking about Thanksgiving when I was preparing for my talk is I really didn't know how it became a holiday, for one thing, in the United States. My upbringing, all I knew about Thanksgiving is the Pilgrims, Native Americans got together, had a big meal, and now we all do it once a year. So I went and did just a little research. And did you know the first observed proclamation of Thanksgiving was issued by the Continental Congress in 1782. And on October 3rd, 1789, George Washington proclaimed and created the first Thanksgiving Day designed by the national government of the United States. So it's more than turkey and stuffing. When they created these, it was a day of thanksgiving and prayer, and then you get together with your family and things on that same day. There's no work. And there were churches that had Thanksgiving services. I didn't know that. my experience of Thanksgiving has not been to go to church service, but that maybe that's in other traditions. And so it got me to thinking about it changed my perspective of Thanksgiving. And Thanksgiving is more than, again, that mess at the grocery store, getting all of what we need, overeating, watching football. All of this is wonderful, and it's love and expression and family and friends, and it's really wonderful. And it is also a season where we give. There's a lot of giving in the Thanksgiving season. We are reaching out to the charitable organizations, and they are serving those in need, so everyone has a wonderful, wonderful experience and has a good meal and feels comfort. And Thanksgiving is also a time, though, for truly being thankful for those things. And with Thanksgiving and gratitude, though, are hand in hand. Reverend Helen and I spent a whole month on gratitude. And that brings awareness. Thanksgiving and gratitude brings awareness for our blessings. It's something that occurs in us every day. This past week, my husband and I were having some work done in our house, so we had workers in the house. I had to keep moving the dogs from room to room as the workers needed to get into where they needed to get. It was a little bit hectic. And really, I thought about it, and I was like, what a blessing that we're able to do this. I am so grateful. Yes, it's hectic, and it's a little bit, but really it went pretty easily for the big project that it was. And what a blessing we were able to do it. And what a blessing my husband had recovered from his surgery enough to be able to sit in the yard comfortably when the dogs needed to be out there so that the workers could do what they needed to do. And we didn't lose power for too long, and all this wonderful stuff. And I know I would not have recognized that as much before. I would have been more in the, oh my God, I've got to move them again. Why are the dogs barking? Why can't that person be a little more quiet? And with that thanksgiving and gratitude, there's that awareness of the blessing, the blessing. I had yesterday, early in the morning, I got up, I created a poster so we could advertise our event. I sent it off to the place to print it poster size. And I saw the little thing come back and said, your order will be ready at 8:30. I was like, awesome, because I sent it off like at 8:01. So I said, great. And I went over there and she said 8:30 p.m. I was like, ugh. However, she had just printed it off. And so I was able to take it and we used it. It's beautiful and it supported our event. Being in the flow, I was so grateful for her. And to stop in the midst of the madness sometimes and be in the silence or just be thankful. Yes, there are a ton of people. I'm in line at the grocery store, but I am so thankful that I have the abundance to be in this line to purchase the things that I want and need. To be in the company of these people. I hope you don't mind me pointing you out, Kim. Kim is lovely. When she stands in line, she talks to all the people in line with her. It's wonderful. And my husband, he's going in the grocery store with his service dog, and he makes people smile because the dog is with him. They want to pet him, and he said, no, it's a service dog. He's working, can't pet him, but you can smile at him. And being grateful for those little times. So Thanksgiving isn't just one day. Thanksgiving is every second. Myrtle had another This was funny. In her book, How to Let God Help You, she has a chapter called Prosperity in the Home. And in that chapter, she says about Thanksgiving, another thing, you are not to take your prosperity as a matter of fact. You are to be as deeply grateful for every demonstration as you would be for some unexpected treasure poured into your lap. You are to expect prosperity because you are keeping the law, and you are to give thanks for every blessing that you gain. This will keep your heart fresh. Thanksgiving for good may be likened to the rain that falls upon the ready soil, refreshing vegetation and increasing the productiveness of the soil. Sounds like the revealing word a little bit, doesn't it? I don't know if Charles took from her or she took from Charles. When Jesus Christ had only a little supply from which to feed a multitude, he gave thanks for that for what he had, and that little grew into such an abundance that all were satisfied and much was left over. So thanksgiving and gratitude create growth. And as we have that continued awareness of the blessings, because we are taking our time with our thanksgiving and gratitude, we recognize the blessings faster, and we don't see the hiccups as much. And gratitude is such a wonderful practice that you are putting out there into the world your understanding of the blessings you see in your life with this practice that sometimes can just go right by you because we are too busy. We are just too busy to appreciate beautiful music, to appreciate the work that someone does in the background and we don't even see it, to appreciate our government, to appreciate the people on the other side of the world who are working to put food on our plate. The thanksgiving of our meal, to really think about who had to work and what had to happen to get this meal in front of me. And not to spend an hour and a half doing it so the food's cold. However, just to give it a little time so that we recognize that we're all working together and we all are all God, and the whole is doing the best it can. There are so many moving parts, but we are all one. And there is blessing in all. And thanksgiving for that is the greatest treasure we can give ourselves. To ease the discomfort and recognize the blessing and create more flow and love and peace and harmony in our lives. Thank you. Now our meditation. All right, I invite you to relax in your chair. Get comfortable. Feel your feet on the ground. You are secure. You are safe. You are supported. Breathing in. Exhale. Another breath in. Exhale. Just calmly watching your breath, easily, nothing forced, just its divine operation in and out of your body. Feel that energy flowing through you, that God energy. Inhale the essence of gratitude and exhale all limitations, keeping you from experiencing gratitude in every area of your life. Breathe in with a smile. And breathe out with an even bigger smile. As you continue to breathe and smile, start becoming aware of all your blessings. Your body. Your breath. Your family. Your home. Your church community. And all the blessings you have received so far and will be receiving in the future also. Even see all the difficulties you have faced as blessings and realize how they have made you stronger and wiser. Soften your heart by allowing it to get filled with a deep sense of gratitude and appreciation for everybody, everything, and all situations in your life. Continue for a few more minutes, allowing gratitude to percolate in each and every cell of your being. Take a deep breath and relax more. When you feel complete, slowly open your eyes with a big smile. Thank you, Barry. And our special music this morning, Mr. Doug Adamz.
Thank you for your love. 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 Thank you for loving me. Thank you for loving me. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your love. Thank you, thank you, thank you for your love. 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 Thank you for loving me. Thank you for loving me. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
And thank you, Doug, for your love, expressing through the beautiful music. Thank you. So now it's time that we share and read together our prayer for faith, written by Myrtle Fillmore. So if we can say together, God is my help in every need. God does my every hunger feed. God dwells within me, guides my way, through every moment, night and day. I now am wise, I now am true, patient, kind, and loving too. All things I am, can do, and be, through Christ, the truth that is in me. God is my health, I can't be sick. God is my strength, unfailing, quick. God is my all, I know no fear, since God and love and truth are here. And it's now the time in the service where we have our offering, and where Reverend Helen often goes a little goofy, so I'll do my best to stay focused. So our tithe recipient this week is Unity Central Region. All of the regions do so much to support all the individual membership churches, and so we're grateful for all the work they do, and we're grateful that our tithe can inspire and help them do even greater works. And we'll have our prosperity. To just bless the offering bag, because we're blessing it as a symbol of receiving, as a symbol of that vessel, of that love, that abundance, and the tithing energy. So we say together our prosperity affirmation: divine love, as me, blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, all that I receive, and
I'm grateful.
This and so much more, we give thanks. Amen.
So, a few announcements. We have one more Sunday in November. I can hardly believe it. So that will be our first Sunday of Advent. And I will be speaking that Sunday, next Sunday. Our metaphysical book study group is continuing. Would you like to say anything about that, Reverend Jennifer? Okay, we're good. We're continuing. And all are welcome. The WWW, the Welcome the Word on Wednesdays, that continues. Myself and Reverend Jennifer, we meet on Zoom. And it's a small group. It's a wonderful midweek time for contemplation, reflection of the daily word, and prayer. So everyone is welcome. And the Zoom links are always in our weekly email. The spirit groups on Fridays, usually, and in November, the first, second, and fourth Friday, focusing on grief, all things animal, and then spiritual discussion. And then for December, we have a change. We're just doing one spirit group on the first Friday, which is the 3rd, I believe, of December. And it's going to be a grief remembrance service. Many Unity churches have a remembrance service in December because Christmas can be a tough time for people who've lost people or people who've lost companion animals. So we're combining the grief and the animal group together, and we'll be having a small service. Everyone's welcome at the usual time, 10:30 till 12, and everyone can bring a photo, bring something of remembrance, and then we'll create something else that we will place on our Christmas tree. So just a remembrance of those who've touched our lives. Anything to add?
I just wanted to, this coming Friday, it is the day after Thanksgiving. However, we are having the spiritual discussion group.
Mhm.
So we just wanted
Okay.
to make sure everyone knew that.
Good, thank you. Thank you. You can speak to this
The
one.
Wednesday Healing and Meditation Service, it's continuing through November. All right, so we're going to take a break in December, and then when it starts again in January, it'll be the same date and time. However, it'll be online. It'll be a Zoom instead of being at the building. It's darker at night. It's a little colder. We think it'll be better to have it just online until later on. So Wednesday Healing Meditation Service through the end of November.
Thank you. So we are planning a Sunday breakfast brunch, and that we're planning that for December 11th. So for everyone who's able to come and join us after the service, it will just be a nice time to get together. And the location is to be determined because we're going to do a couple of checks. We have a couple of places that we think would work really well, and we're just going to try and get those reservations, and we can update you next Sunday. And yesterday, this is just a few photos of our Feed Our Neighbours, Feed the World. And we're hoping that this will just be an ongoing, at least annual, maybe even semi-annual, just an idea. And again, thanks to everyone that supported that, and thanks for everyone who ate the soup and ate the bread.
Yes.
It was a beautiful time of getting together. So I just
And
wanted...
we put together the community baggies.
Uh-huh.
We have some in the office,
We could...
and we're going to bring them out.
Yep.
If you want to take
Yes.
some with you. It's a
you.
gallon-sized baggie. This is Reverend Helen's wonderful idea. Gallon-sized baggie. It's got a bottle of water. It's got 2 little snack bars. It's got a daily word in it, and it's got a business card from Community of Hope. And so if you're driving along and or you stop at a stop sign and stoplight, someone's there, you can just hand it out to them, and a way of giving. And so we have several you can come and take some with you, and we have a lot of supplies, so we will be continuing to make them, like during the metaphysical book study, or when we get together after coffee, or just continuing to make them and give them out as a wonderful project.
Thank you.
Reverend Helen.
Thank you, thank you. And it's a symbol of both physical nourishment and spiritual nourishment, and resources to connect people who are unhoused with the Messiah Valley Community of Hope. There are many other organizations, but they are really a good central, they cover many things, everything from showers to laundry, food, housing. So they really are a good place to start if people are in need of help. So, thank you. And we are planning our Unity holiday events. So we're going to have a New Thought Christmas Eve service on December 24th, and that will be a Zoom event. A few of us will be actually here in the sanctuary lighting the candles and doing the readings and the talks. But when we try and do the music, when people are hybrid, it gets a little challenging. And so it's much easier for the quality for everyone to, especially on YouTube later, to have the musical pieces prepared in advance and, inserted, which Ken does a fantastic job of doing that. So Christmas Eve will be Zoom, and 4 o'clock starting for that. Christmas Day, we are having a service, and that will be in person only, and that will be without I don't think that we're going to be able to do a hybrid service for that, so that's going to be planned as a in-person on Christmas Day. Centre for Spiritual Living aren't having a service that day, so we can have a little bit of a later time of 10:30. And just a little heads up, I'm planning, my brother always sends me wonderful British Christmas cakes and all such good things from Betty's Cafe, which is really nice. So I'm going to be sharing some of that British festive fare after the service on Christmas Day. It saves me from eating the whole thing myself. And then New Year's Day, we will have, in Unity, it's very traditional to have two aspects of the service, both the burning bowl to release what we want to release from the past year, and then a white stone, which is where we pray, meditate, and then have we can write a word on the white stone. We may even write a letter as part of our stepping into the new, what we want to be bringing forth in the new. So that will be on January 1st. And so we look forward to that as well. Thank you. So now is the time for our unity tradition, where we sing both our prayer for protection and the peace song, and we can stand as we're able and circle up as we are able, and we'll close with prayer for protection and the peace song.